It's a very interesting question because if I look back 5 years ago and we see a customer, the ESG discussion tend to be like in the appendix. So we have like 2 more minutes left. Why do we talk about ESG? But today, I guess in every meeting, it is a main topic. And I think that 5 years of evolution is very important, significant for the overall market. And India has a very big place in it. And in fact, we have one of the most prominent and really pioneer of the ESG bond issuance on stage from the Adani group of companies. And again, I guess that evolution is a very significant one and very important as well, because again, there is a lot of focus by investors in terms of ESG matters. And it do affect our daily lives too. So again, that evolution has been very significant over the last 5 years.
And I'm wondering, I'll follow up to you, Augusto. I'm wondering what's being done to encourage issuers to adopt a sustainability type of financing, and what are the considerations in adopting this type of funding?
Well, and again, it's interesting evolution. So if we look back 5 years or 6 years ago, it's always about, is there any economic benefits between doing a conventional and a ESG issuance? And that discussions has now evolved because I guess a lot of corporates has now viewed this as a strategic move in order to actually portray themselves to the bigger market in terms of their ESG agenda. So that focus now has evolved, to how they can ensure that their message is clear and investors appreciate what the corporate is trying to do. So this needs to some of the more recent discussions we have with clients. I guess when it comes to ESG related issuance, whether it's in loan format or bond format, then the easy one is really where you have a project that is very clearly identified as environmental friendly, then you can actually do a ESG loan, a green bond or a green loan. What is a challenge for a lot of the customers that we have been speaking to is that if it is not a project-related issuance, but rather a KPI-related kind of issuance, then the concern over there is that what we see as a good and right KPI today may be viewed as a weak KPI in the future. And that is where the challenge is. And some of our customers don't want to take that risk, because they say, look, I've done whatever I could today, everyone sign off, but because market has changed, technology has changed, 2 years down the road, maybe the market sees this as a relatively weaker KPI, and then we get some negative press because of that. And that is where the challenge do come, because again, when we have went through all that processes over the last few years, working with customers, the market do evolve and technology do evolve. And if we set a KPI today, maybe that KPI doesn't work anymore, or it's not that appropriate anymore a few years down the road, and then our customers may be exposed to certain negative press. I think that is some of the considerations that we have seen with our customers when we structure a ESG related issuances.